In MSP360 Managed Backup, you can perform backup and recovery of different services of Microsoft 365 and Google G Suite. In this video, we will review the backup of these two solutions. Since the user interface, settings, and backup capabilities are the same for Microsoft 365 and Google G Suite, we will use the first one as a reference in this video. In MSP360 Backup for Microsoft 365 or G Suite, you can perform backup of emails, OneDrive for Microsoft 365 or Google Drive for Google G Suite, contacts, calendar, SharePoint for Microsoft 365 or Team Drive for Google G Suite. To do that, you should log into your backup web console with your unique alias. You can find it in your MSP360 Managed Backup under the G Suite Office 365 tab, General section. If you haven't set it yet, please refer to the previous video. Click your alias and proceed with the login. If you are logging in for the first time, you will be asked to select the services to back up. Select the required ones and press Save. Click the Users tab to continue the initial configuration. In the upper right corner of the screen, click the Settings button and click Sync Domain. This will ensure that all users under your domain are synchronized with the backup control panel. You can also switch on the Auto Activate New Users feature to grant licenses automatically to all new users you are adding to the service. To proceed with the backup configuration, you should either click the Add All to Backup button to allow your users to perform backup or do it manually. Bear in mind that the Add All to Backup button will grant as many licenses as there are free in your profile. The Users tab is the heart of the MSP360 for Office 365 G Suite backup solution. Here you can see usernames and email addresses, the date of the last backup, the size of the backup, and which backup services are enabled for the users, including emails, OneDrive or Google Drive, contacts, and calendar settings. You can configure backup for a single or multiple users at a time. To configure backup for a single user, click the name of that user. In the slide-in that appears, you will see 1. General Options, where you can select the backup of the services. 2. Permissions. Here you can allow users to sign into the web console under their own credentials to browse the contents of the backup. If you have selected the Restore option, the users will also be able to recover data on their own. 3. Retention Policy. Here you can choose the settings for your retention policy. To set it, you should first create it. Click the Retention Policy list, then the Create button to create a retention policy. Once you've finished, you can assign the required policy to the required service. 4. Summary information about the given user. Once you've finished, click Save. In MSP360 Office 365 G Suite Backup, the backup process commences automatically up to 4 times a day, depending on the workload of the service. Thus, once you've finished user configuration, the backup will be started automatically. Multiple user backup configuration is a similar process. You need to select the required users and click one of the buttons in the menu above. You will see the same slide-in with the backup options, permission and retention policy. If you need to check the backed up data of the given user for the given service, click one of the service icons next to the user's name, and you will be redirected to the tab in question. Bear in mind that if you click the Mail, Drive, Contacts, Calendar, or SharePoint tabs while on the History, Users, or Home tab, you will get the tab you clicked as an administrator. In the tabs, you can see all your backed up data, perform a recovery, check the history of your backup and recovery jobs, and delete the backups. In the Mail tab, you can also set up backup and archive options. These features allow you to create filters for emails that you want to back up or archive. The archive feature is especially useful if you want to filter spam or system messages and delete them later. To perform backup of SharePoint or Team Drive, you should log in under a domain administrator. Go to Tab Home and simply enable the SharePoint or Team Drive backup in the section Services. After that, the service will be backed up automatically. That's it. Now you know how to perform backup and recovery actions in your Microsoft 365 or Google G Suite accounts in MSP360 Managed Backup service. If you have any questions, feel free to contact our pre-sales team.